Happy Monday, everyone. Time for another live commentary. Now, I've gotten quite a few requests now to cover Chase Emmer's bouts at the Paris World Cup. So here is his round of 64 bout against Guillaume Bianchi of Italy. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, so there's Chase on the right, there's Bianchi on the left. Now, Chase, a lot of people have been asking me to cover him probably because he is incredibly young. He's 17 years old, which I believe makes him still a cadet. Guillaume Bianchi is 24, if I'm not mistaken. This is the first time these two have ever fenced, and in fact, I believe all of Chase's bouts at this entire tournament were up against fencers who had never seen him before. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's true. Another pretty cool thing to note about Chase Emmer is his style of fencing is kind of different from what we've come to expect from the other American foil team. Fencers like Race and Bowden, Alex Macialis, Garrick Meinhardt, they've been kind of more focused on the marchy style that fencers like Guillaume Bianchi exemplify as well. Chase has got this more of a bouncy idea going on. It almost looks like épée, or kind of like some women's foilists, where he manipulates distance very, very precisely by making little jumps in and out of distance when his opponent's marching, and then can blast in with a very powerful and very high acceleration lunge or advanced lunge as needed. Now, Bianchi, I've covered a few bouts of his in the past. I don't remember too much about his style, so we'll see. Of course, Chase Emmer absolutely destroyed Daniele Garazzo later on at this very tournament. So if his style can work so well against Garazzo, I imagine we'll see a similar example of how he can dismantle someone who likes to march against Bianchi. He's also quite tall, especially for his age. That's another thing. He's got very, very long reach, which again facilitates that style that he uses, the bounce in, bounce out, long lunge. And there's oh, okay. So I guess Bianchi is one of those people who likes to lean a little bit forward with their on guard. So here's Bianchi's march, and there's Chase Emmer with the bouncing. Tries a counterattack. I believe that's Remise from the left, yeah. He just missed the first one. But you can see already that setup that he's using for it. Jump in, jump out, with a little search there. Bianchi marches, finishes with a little bit of a kind of broken time finish. Chase takes it back over, but Bianchi's able to escape with quite a bit of acceleration running away that time. Bianchi can't find a way to finish. And yeah, like I said, Chase, very strong attack. It's not really an attack in preparation. He's just making a very strong lunge into Bianchi's march and either banking on his closeout or the fact that Bianchi just won't be able to hit in time if he's so withheld. Call his attack from the right. I don't know about that one. Bianchi looks like he's not going to ask for a video review. All right, more marching from Bianchi, more bouncing from Chase. That time he uses a bounce in to draw Bianchi's finish. Yeah, so he uses that little bounce in to draw Bianchi's finish, and he can either choose to get away, parry or post, or counterattack when that happens. That's probably still, yeah, attack from the left. Chase made a pretty big step, very confident step into the preparation, but he paused a little bit, which gave it to Bianchi. Now here's some marching from Chase. Finishes long. Now, Chase's march, from what few bouts of his that I've seen, hasn't been all that remarkable. That counterattack, though, kind of unfortunate. That wasn't very well set up by him. Bianchi was just being so withheld, I think, that he was having trouble getting the tip back onto the target. All right, Bianchi continues to march. Chase just finds the blade nice and easy and starts himself. Point and line setup there for a bit by Chase. That's something that he doesn't do quite as often that I know about. Long finish, but Bianchi's able to escape again. So it looks like Bianchi overall is pretty well able to get away from Chase's attacks when they start. Oh, misses the flick over the shoulder, so that's going to be Remise from the left off target. So yeah, it does look like Chase's attacks aren't really that threatening to Bianchi right now. But when Bianchi starts marching, that's when things can get a little bit dangerous. Finishes way out of distance that time. It's probably a safer bet. And then tries to recommit. Okay. So Bianchi looks like he's experimenting a bit with how to deal with Chase when Bianchi's marching. And it seems that one idea he's hit on, that should be attack from the left off target? Yeah. One idea he's hit on is just give his attack up a little bit early, make Chase make the first step in with his march so that he can then take over. So kind of obviating the problem entirely. Chase can't really mess with Guillaume on his march if Guillaume isn't really marching in the right distance. Oh, but Chase finds the finish that time, as Bianchi looks for a stop hit running away. So I eat my words from earlier. It looks like Chase actually can catch Bianchi, even if Bianchi is running away very, very fast that time. Now that's quite concerning. That kind of means that Bianchi has to adjust his distance even wider. As we kind of see here. That's a nice finish, though. So kind of a drawback of this bouncy style by Chase is if you kind of bounce forward, you can't really change directions if both feet are in the air very quickly. So you can end up impaling yourself in an otherwise not too dangerous situation. That time, I think Chase just missed. All right. More marching from Guillaume. Finishes a little out of distance. Though. Oh dear. The cord goes flying. Came off the clip of his lame, and the gator clip came off as well. That's unfortunate. Okay. Chase continuing to fiddle around with the little clip on the reel. I'm sure every fencer watching has gotten annoyed by this process at some point in the past. I know I have. Okay, here we go. All right, so 3-4. Does kind of feel like Chase is still in the driver's seat, though. Bounce in, bounce out. Oh, okay. So Chase tried a bit more conservative jump forward into what might be considered a lunge into Bianchi's march, but fell slightly short, and Bianchi was easily able to just follow him out there. Not that time, though. That's parry post. Off the line. Interesting that Bianchi chose to go for that. You'd imagine that for someone this bouncy, like they'd be very able to do the jump in, jump out thing right off the line, make it very dangerous to actually go for a simple attack. All right, Bianchi marches. Chase, again, playing with the distance. And there's kind of the drawback of that just long, simple lunge into the march. If Bianchi can find the target, it's just going to be his attack all day long. No matter how strong of a lunge Chase makes into it. Oh, man. That's just bad luck by Bianchi not finding that riposte. But again, the distance that Chase is giving him doesn't exactly help his riposte land. All right, more jump in, jump out. 2 jumps back, 1 jump in. Looking for a very long distance parry riposte. Okay, Bianchi just keeps marching. Oh, can't find it! And it's a remise battle, and probably Bianchi's last remise off target, if I had to guess. So that time Chase was staying a little bit closer on defense, which kind of mushed together, and that's what led to that remise situation back and forth. All right, Bianchi marching again. This time, Chase opening the distance a little more. What's he going to do? Tries another long lunge into... Yeah. I'm really not feeling that action, honestly. Now that Bianchi is able to just hit in close when he does that, kind of feel like parry post is going to be better. Oh, Bianchi finds an off target through Chase's parry, it looks like. Right off the line again. I'm still kind of surprised that Bianchi's going for attacks off the line. It seems kind of risky against a fencer like Chase. Maybe he knows something I don't. That time Emmer finds the parry. Tries to run Bianchi down, but finds an off target as Bianchi. Again, very fast acceleration. I have to give him credit. He's running away very, very well. That is not an indictment of his bravery. That's just a very useful skill to have. But Bianchi misses the finish, and it's Chase's counterattack this time. That time, though, it should be noted, that wasn't really just a super strong lunge into the march from out of distance. That was creeping up closer to make it harder for Bianchi to hit first. Oh, the remise of the riposte. That's something kind of out of Nick Aitken's playbook, honestly. Just a long lunge into an even longer remise as Bianchi is still kind of scrambling, running back. All right. Emmer totally willing to let Bianchi march at him. Takes the blade. Tries it. Oh, man. Tries to disengage her post there, but Bianchi still picked up the blade and his counter post was off target. All right, more marching from Bianchi. Chase takes it over, though. That's probably going to be attack right. Yeah. I don't know what Bianchi was asking for that time. Did he say that Chase prepped? Because if so, I don't see that at all. If he said that he found the blade back, possibly. I couldn't really tell if I heard a sound there. But for my first impression, which is unfortunately all we can rely on without the access to the video review itself. Oh, the call does change, though. Wait. Wait, hold on. If he said the call was overturned and then still gave it attack right, I don't get it. Oh, wait, did Chase ask for the video review that time? I'm confused. Okay, it's in the past. More marching from Bianchi. Chase just bounces out of distance, makes him fall short, and starts. Tries a kind of shorter finish for him. Bianchi keeps marching, but misses again! And this time Chase's long lunge, just, again, that long, simple lunge right into Bianchi's march. This time it works. Again, though, I feel like the fact that it worked is not really due to anything brilliant that Chase did that time. He's doing kind of the same lunge. It's just a case of, does Bianchi find the target or not? Feels kind of like an inversion of principle in foil. We prefer to make a touch based on something that we did, not just banking on an opponent making a mistake. But, I guess it worked this time. Across the board, though, I think that action hasn't actually been that good for Chase. That's the first time that he's hit it, and I think he's had two that were just Bianchi's attack. So, as the period winds down, we do have a 10-6 lead for Chase. Very strong. And again, you can see really here how he's flexing that bounce in, bounce out game to just throw off Bianchi's march in various ways. His capitalization of it, kind of inconsistent, honestly. That long lunge, I'm still not really sold on. The counterattacks, the parried posts, all that stuff, or just being able to make Bianchi fall short so he can take over his attack have been great. On Bianchi's side, though, what do you even do here? Because again, this is the first time he's ever fenced Chase. It's not like he's really expecting this, especially from an American. And his best actions have honestly been just using that march, waiting for Chase to make that strong commitment into his march and then just finishing. Or just giving up his march entirely and looking for something on defense. So if he has to change something, it would probably just be his accuracy, but it's much easier said than done. You can't just flip a switch in your brain and suddenly be able to hit all these. Chase is giving him a lot of distance-oriented problems as well. Because sometimes when Bianchi finishes, Chase can just easily make him fall short if he's ready to bounce out. If he's bouncing in and then committing to a long lunge, and Bianchi's thinking he's going to bounce away, he's going to be finishing way too long for the distance and miss. So, Chase is doing a very good job of not making it easy for Bianchi, we'll put it that way. Alright. Very long, slow finish by Bianchi that time. Able to take the march back over because Chase didn't really start anything. Same thing here. And that time Bianchi finds it. As Chase tries a... Was that a circle 4 closeout? Like, I saw his arm come back and forth, and then it looked like he made another circle. I don't know what that's about. Bianchi keeps on marching. It worked once, but he misses this time! Oh no! His hand was a little bit late that time. And I think that time Chase wasn't just blindly lunging in. I'm pretty sure he actually saw that Bianchi's hand was late. If I was able to see it, Chase certainly was. Chase tries an attack off the line. Interesting. But Bianchi takes it over and starts marching. And again, I've got to give Bianchi credit for getting away from that long finish of Chase when it comes out. He is very, very long with that, and very high acceleration as well. Bianchi marches, finishes out of distance. Chase takes it over, but again, Bianchi is able to escape. And parries through remise even, but goes off target with his riposte. Very patient there by Bianchi. Didn't overcommit to his first riposte, waited for Chase to make the remise that he probably was pretty sure was coming, because Chase has done that a few times in the past. That's probably attack left. Yep. Yep. Bianchi made several attacks off the line previously, and this is the first one that worked, that I can remember. Of course, that time Chase wasn't actually doing his bounce in, bounce out thing. If he had, he probably might have been able to pull distance there. But this time Chase was kind of just walking forward slowly, so... Attack from Bianchi. Chase is, I think, asking for a video review here. Call is still attack from the left. So Chase has 0 videos left, as we can see on the scoreboard there. I'm really glad they added those, by the way. It's a great resource. Oh, wait. Oh, that makes sense. So previously they accidentally took a video review away from Chase instead of from Bianchi. I see. So they each have 1. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Bianchi keeps marching. Chase is being very active now with his feet on defense. Starts, oh, but this time Chase misses. That's been pretty rare this bout. He's very rarely just straight up missed when he's been in distance. It's normally been just his distance was slightly off that caused him to fall short or go a little past. Okay, Bianchi keeps marching. This time Chase looks like looking for parry post. Easy start, and yeah, he didn't stop that time. He did slow way down, which I think baited Bianchi to just assume that it was going to be his attack and prep, but that one's all Chase. And that's pretty unfortunate, because Bianchi's already down in score, and being opportunistic like that is a very fast way to bleed touches. His patience before is really what's been paying off. Not that time, not so much. Chase takes the blade. Again, Chase isn't really wanting to start these, because his defense is so solid here. Looks for another parry post at long distance, and that time he finds one. That was actually kind of funny. He looked for the exact same parry post, even with the same footwork setup, it looked like, twice in a row. And the first time Bianchi was slightly out of distance, Bianchi pushed the distance a little closer and fell victim to the exact same thing. That's kind of disappointing for him. Kind of feel like Bianchi's mental focus might have lapsed a bit there. He's still able to escape from Chase's long finish, though, which is good. Meanwhile, Chase takes the blade, starts, finds an off-target, though. Also, it feels like Chase has been having some accuracy problems of his own when he does that slow start after he finds the blade. It's way easier for him to be accurate, I think, when he's making that long finish versus kind of walking the point on, like fencers like Bianchi are more used to doing. Which I guess is fair, because it's a much smaller blade action if you're making a long lunge like that. Yep. Attack no, counterattack touch. Bianchi asking the ref to test it, but unfortunately, nothing was wrong with his foil. He must have just missed. And 14-9. No room for error now for Bianchi. But that's kind of... that doesn't really bode well, because he's been a little bit maybe too opportunistic with some of these before. Let's see what he's going to do now. Marching. Chase just searching. Oh, with a counterattack at the very end there. Bianchi asking for video to see if he was maybe covering target or maybe off the strip to avoid a touch or something. I don't know exactly what he was asking for. But I feel like this is still going to be Chase's counterattack. We'll see, though. Yep, attack no, counterattack from the right arrives, and that's going to be the bout. 15-9 for Chase Emmer, the 17-year-old American overcoming the 24-year-old Italian, with quite a bit more senior international experience. Very strong showing by Chase there. I'll see if I can cover some more of his bouts. I've already seen his bout with Garazzo and a couple others, so I don't know if there'll be any left that I can commentate live here, but until then, as always, stay sharp.